がここにいるうちの本物のスクールスポーツのために行こうぜベイビーバンこの国は気をつけて、現実になることがありますからね。
Alright, so I wanted to come here and give some thoughts on a fight I recently saw on the Manny Pacquiao versus Mario Barrios prelims on the undercard. Because it featured a fighter that has been linked to being a potential Naoya Inoue opponent, and that guy is Alan Picasso. I've spoken about Alan Picasso in the past and what I think about the Inoue fight with him. He's currently right now the WBC #1 contender. So, I tuned in to watch this fight. This is like the main fight on the prelims I wanted to see because, I wanted to see how he looked. And he was taking on a guy that I also am familiar with in Kyonosuke Kameda. Kyonosuke Kameda, he's a fighter that is the cousin of former world champion Tomohiro Kameda, who we know Angelo Leo just fought. I actually saw Kyonosuke Kameda when I was at the fights with Angelo, and he's a big fighter. He's got good size for the super bantamweight division, and even the featherweight division. He's big. He's like almost 5'10". He's tall guy, very lanky, very rangy. So really interesting fight because Kyonosuke Kameda has also been doing a lot of talking about. He talks a lot of trash about and to Naoya Inoue on Facebook or on Twitter, I should say. So I tuned in, and it was actually a really entertaining fight. I gotta give Kameda credit because I don't think he's as talented as Picasso. Kameda is like a domestic level Japanese fighter. He's one of those guys that you go watch at Corkin Hall, because he's never really conquered the Japanese level, and he's even lost to some like gatekeepers in Japan. So he's not like an upper echelon. This isn't Inoue, this isn't Kenshiro, this isn't Junta Nakatani. He's not on that level. But he's solid, and he comes to fight, and he's pretty athletic, actually. And I think his athleticism actually made this fight very interesting because Picasso early on was having some problems with the athleticism and the speed of Kameda. Now, of course, Picasso made some adjustments. He got in his chest. He eventually got to the body, landing a steady diet of left hooks and straight right hands to the body on him. So he was able to slow him down and do enough to win the fight. But he won a majority decision. One of the judges scored a draw. The other judges had him winning, pretty comfortably. But I thought I thought maybe he won by like 2 rounds. I mean, I wasn't scoring it, but I thought maybe Picasso won by 2, possibly at the most 3 rounds. It was a close fight. Kameda gave a great account of himself. And it's good for Kameda, but it's not really good for Picasso because what it showed me is what I already thought. It showed me a little bit more where his level is. Picasso is ranked too damn highly by the WBC. He should not be anywhere close to getting an Naoya Inoue fight. And the unfortunate thing is if Inoue handles business against Mirjan Akhmadaliev, which who knows, maybe Inoue might get knocked out. It's a tough fight. Mirjan's a big puncher with a lot of experience. You can't write him off. But if Inoue handles Mirjan like he's expected to, the next fight after that is supposed to be potentially against Alan Picasso, which I understand how the sanctioning bodies work. He's the #1 contender. He's a mandatory. So if Inoue doesn't fight him, they will strip him and he won't be undisputed, which, of course, would take away from the allure of the big fight with Junta Nakatani, which he's supposed to have after, right? If he wins these next 2 fights. But I'm going to say it like this. If Inoue fights Alan Picasso, this would be the most mid, as the kids would say these days, mid, average, pedestrian opponent he's fought in a while. I'll be honest with you guys. Inoue, the weakest opponent Inoue has fought in the last 2-3 years is Yi Jun Kim, by far Yi Jun Kim. Yi Jun Kim, big puncher, courageous. But I'm gonna tell you guys like this: if Alan Picasso and Yi Jun Kim fought, I think Yi Jun Kim could beat Alan Picasso. Alan Picasso, guys, is that average. He's that, he's a good body puncher. He's got a good motor. So these things are gonna, give him some. I think allow him to have some success against Inoue. But this guy, man, he is like, because Zanfer Promotions, they do a great job. Zanfer Promotions is like the top rank of Mexico. Like, they do a good job matching their fighters, protecting their fighters. But in a lot of cases, these Zanfer Promotions fighters are probably more protected than some of the top rank fighters are. And top rank fighters get accused of being protected all the time. To me, he's got Zanfer Promotions hype job written all over him. Because I've watched him fight. I've watched him fight about 5 times. I don't see it. I don't see what's so special about Alan Picasso. Credit to him. He's won all the fights he's had to win. But the fact that this is even being considered as a fight for Inoue before he fights Junto, it shows you how much Inoue's already cleared out this weight class and needs to be fighting Junto and moving to featherweight. I hope that he fights Nick Ball like he was talking about and then comes back down. That'd be great. But I think they're going to go this route. They're going to fight Picasso. Picasso's Mexican. This is a fight they could do in America. I'm not sure what Picasso's fan base is like. Because just because a fighter's from Mexico, it doesn't mean they're automatically going to have 10,000 people buying the tickets. You know, that's just not how it works. You have to have, fight here. You have to fight on TV so that the Mexican public can know who you are. Now, I'm pretty sure Picasso is known in Mexico. If you're on Zanford Promotions, you're probably fighting on the networks over there and whatnot. But I don't know, man. I see it as a pointless fight. I really think that Inoue should just fight Merjan, and if he beats Merjan, just go into the Junto fight. You don't gotta waste your time with Picasso. Picasso need to go prove himself. He need to go fight a Marlon Tapalas. He need to go fight, someone who's a top fighter, because he hasn't really fought no truly top fighters yet, and he's already kind of getting exposed. Kyonosuke, like I said, Kyonosuke Kameda, he was losing the fight because Picasso was the more fundamentally sound fighter, and his body punching and his motor were superior to Kameda. But if Kameda's athleticism, if his athleticism and his speed is giving you problems, oh my God, Inoue is gonna do disgusting things to Alan Picasso. I'm talking about like Alan Picasso is a college student, like he's a part-time college student, and God bless him for getting his part-time education. But yo, if he fights Inoue, he's gonna become a full-time student. This is gonna be a Yi Jun Kim level mismatch. I would honestly like to see Alan Picasso fight Yi Jun Kim. I'm not sure if he could beat Yi Jun Kim. And I'm not even no big fan of Yi Jun Kim. I thought Yi Jun Kim was severely outmatched, and credit to him for stepping up to the plate and taking a short notice fight. But he's not much better than Yi Jun Kim, if at all. If he's better at all, remains to be seen. So yeah, good fight. But it's alarming to me because if Alan Picasso truly is one of the top contenders in this division, the fight shouldn't be as close as it was. I thought the fight was too tight. I saw a fighter that resembled more of the Kameda level than the Inoue level, or even the level of a top contender. So maybe he'll rise to the occasion. Sometimes it happens in boxing. Sometimes fighters look regular as hell for a long time, and they need that one fight to get up. So maybe when he fights Inoue, he'll show me something special and have to come eat my words. But right now, I think if he shows up against Inoue how he's been showing up against in all the fights I've seen of his, and I've seen about 4 or 5 of them already, he's like the most mid opponent Inoue have fought in a while. So yeah, those are my thoughts on Alan Picasso and the Kameda fight and his potential fight against Naoya Inoue. So yeah, leave your comments down below. Make sure you guys take time to subscribe. And like I say in every single one of these videos, you can love me or you can hate me, but I'm just a kid from Daniel. So until next time, take your eyes. Thank you for watching another video on the untouchable True School Sports Empire. For more great boxing content just like this, make sure you guys stay tuned and subscribe. You won't be disappointed.